49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall has been shot. Don't have any confirmation on whether he's okay or not. Apparently it was a robbery attempt and maybe something to do with his watch. There's a lot of rumors out. There's a rumor, and I've got it from, I believe, good authority, that he was shot on the shoulder and he might be in stable condition. But I don't have confirmation on that either. That's hearsay. I'm hearing that from, I believe, a pretty reliable source. You guys know what I'm talking about. So hopefully we have more confirmation on that, but reportedly shot in the shoulder, reportedly in stable condition. No confirmation fully on that. Let me put the graphic here. I'm sorry, I don't have the I just went live real quickly. So Ricky Pearsall been shot in an apparent robbery attempt. The Fantasy Football Show begins now. File on in.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
From the FantasyFootballShow.com news desk, here is your breaking news.
So again, according to most reports that feel like they have a little bit of a lead on this, it looks like he's in stable condition at the moment, sounding like he got shot in the shoulder. Was it the shoulder he's been struggling with already? I don't even know what the impact of this is. I don't want to hear, Smitty, why are you live on this? This is news. We still have to react to this stuff. You know, we still have a job to do. This is like when Hamlin got hurt and everybody said, why are you live right now? And when people said, Smitty, you know, or when some analysts would go live going, football's stupid at this point. Fantasy football is stupid. And it's a dumb game. This is more important than that. Like, we need to acknowledge these things from the level of compassion, of course, but we still have to go live on it. We still have to talk about it. And thank God he sounds to be okay. So I'm here to chew gum and walk at the same time. We're here to throw up prayer emojis into the ether as we do. So drop those prayer emojis. But at the same time, we are here to discuss, assuming he's okay, what this impact could be. You know, delayed, potential return to the game for sure. I don't know if he got shot in the bad shoulder. We'll find out. But hopefully he's okay. C-Mac's in the building. C-Mac, I'm pretty sure we're hearing that's correct, right? They tried to rob him for his watch. And he didn't let him have it, did he? Let's go, Ricky.
Mashed potatoes.
The key word is try, right? C-Mac, they tried to get his watch, but he's too quick. He did a little out route. They got him, but it sounds like he's okay. I can joke because I think he's okay. If this ends up going another direction, we'll have to simmer down the banter. But C-Mac, you're hearing he's in stable condition too, right? I just want to get confirmation on that. It was a Rolex, says Ghost. I don't doubt that, you know. And quite honestly, you know, it depends on where he's at in his life. You know, someone with like 3 kids and a wife is going to give up a Rolex. Somebody that's just new to the NFL, just finding their way into money. And I don't know if he has any kids, actually. You might put up a little fight for the Rolexes. Different situations call for different actions. Trade my CMC, Mason, and Goddard for Garrett Wilson and Laporta. I'd take Garrett Wilson and Laporta, probably. If this is Dynasty, of course, but if it's redraft, I still think I'm taking Garrett Wilson, Laporta. Well, you know, never mind. In redraft, I'm taking CMC. You need to get more. The fair market value commands more, so go get more. Go get more. You definitely could get more. I like where your mind's going, but you need to get a running back in there or something. San Francisco is a lawless city, says Beast Mode. Smitty, is this legit with Pearsall? No, Greedy. I'm here doing a breaking news live show, Greedy, because it's not legit. What are you talking about? You think I was going to go live on some fake joke like this, Greedy? Yes, it appears to be real. And on top of that, Greedy, he seems to be in critical or in stable condition and not in critical condition, which is great. And his shoulder seems to be where he maybe got shot. We'll find out. Okay. Case, appreciate you. $5 hauler, 12 team, second pick. I'm going Bijan first, but unsure about 2-3 turn. I want Achane, but he's gone. Do I go 2 wide receivers? You don't go anything set in stone positional, my guy. You can't set something like this. I can't tell you, yeah, go wide receiver. You got to go best player available. So, Case, what you need to do is give me a list of players, and I'll tell you the order and rank of those guys so that you don't make a mistake. But we can't take positions. I can't tell you, yeah, I'm signing off on going wide receiver, like I wouldn't do that. There's no way I'm going to do that. I'm never going to do that. So everybody needs to make full sure they know that I'm going to always tell you to draft players, not positions. Yeah, it looks like Ricky Debo just tweeted out saying he's good. Let's find that tweet so I can put something concrete up here on Debo Samuel. Locked in. He's good. Thank God is what Debo said. That was 6 minutes ago. So that's definitely referring to the Pretty Ricky shooting. So I think this is pretty good confirmation. I assume Schefter is going to retweet this or post it here in a second. So it does look like Debo is saying he's good. And let me put this on screen so we have a little bit more confirmation and concrete information to throw around when we start getting into fantasy and people say, hey, Smitty, why are we talking about this? Smitty, why are we doing this? Hey, Smitty, why are you out here? There's a riot going on. Why did you go to work today? Like, people are nuts with this stuff. He's good. Thank God. Debo puts this up. Good. Best confirmation we're probably going to get. True Penguin says trade London and Warren for Kyron Xavier Worthy. I take Kyron and Xavier Worthy in a heartbeat. And then this one from Gaming. QB is Hurts. Drop Rodgers for Wright. No Achane. Depends on if you think you're going to get screwed at QB later, my guy. I mean, I'm not in the business of getting rid of my second quarterback. I don't roll with one quarterback. I roll with 3 quarterbacks. And people can say whatever the hell they want about my strategy. That's how I do it. That's how Dad did it. And that's it. Okay. Someone says shot in the chest. That wouldn't surprise me if it was somewhere around here. Someone says shoulder. Somebody probably saw him get shot. They might think this is the shoulder. This is a piece of the chest. It might be where the shoulder meets the chest. We'll find out. Crazy because Debo was in the same area yesterday. Just saw the report. Shot in the chest. Yeah. We'll find out. Let me see if I can get Raj in here. Let me see if Raj wants to come on. Raj, I can send a link if you want. Okay. Unfortunately, but I'm glad to hear he's in stable condition. Thanks, Smitty. You bet. 412. Appreciate you. In San Francisco, in San Francisco, according to the report. But Debo Samuel reporting this. He's good. Thank God. And that's all I need to hear. Here's another report from... Let's see if I can find out if Shefty's even confirming it. But, I mean, Debo's is the best we're going to get. Ricky Pearsall was shot through the chest in a robbery attempt over a Rolex. He was headed to a signing event. So, enough with the hanging out with the wrong crowd BS that some of you were throwing out there. He was going to a signing event. And there was a struggle for the gun. Both Ricky and the suspect were shot. Wow. Did Ricky get him back? Whoa. Both parties stable at San Francisco General Hospital. So this guy is going to have to suffer the consequences of his actions but wow, both of them shot Ricky in the chest. I bet you it's something along the lines of right here where the chest meets the shoulder, because there's a lot of shoulder reports, and maybe he was wrapped and they're like, oh yeah, his shoulder got shot, but it was really right here, and it was wrapped around his shoulder to keep it stable in the pressure, because you got to go around the shoulder when you're wrapping that right here. So I bet you he got shot here. I wonder if it went into his like clavicle area. So we got to watch for a clavicle damage, which would be pretty significant. And we got to watch and see if there's any sort of lung penetration or whatever with the bullet. But yeah, Ricky said, you're not taking my Rolex. And if I'm getting I'm taking one. You're taking one. Ricky wouldn't let it go. Ricky said, not my watch. Not my watch. I got more respect for Ricky right now than ever before. 12-man redraft, Puka and Kyron or Bijan Dell. If I've got quorum, I want Puka and Kyron. If I don't have quorum, then it's pretty even. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty damn even. I go ahead and say it's pretty much a wash. But you got to get quorum. Traded Spears for Brooks. I don't hate either side of that. I don't. That could go either way too. You know, Spears is going to be pretty darn productive in PPR and half PPR, and he could be that way all year long. Jonathan Brooks isn't going to be used for a while, but it's not like he's behind schedule. He's just not ahead of schedule. All right. Start one. Coleman, Brown, Jameson, and Jigba. Well, Chase Brown probably this first week out. But I love Keon Coleman, and I'm not worried about starting him whatsoever if I need to. But I think you got two really good situations. So, yeah, Pearsall may not play this season, says Slim. It depends on the injury, though, bro. I mean, that's a big assumption. He might be fine. You know, look at Tank Dell. You know, Tank Dell, Ricky Pearsall, these guys are warriors, man. Absolute straight warriors. Let's open the phone line.
Call into the show. Call into the show.
Okay. Phone number on screen. Here we go. I'm trying to look up and texting some people, but we pretty much know everything's good. I don't know about his, playing condition or how soon he could return. I don't think he'd be out for the year. The only reason he'd be out for the year is if something crazy. He was shot in some, it could be a lung. It could be a clavicle. Maybe he got shot in some sort of, way that's going to cause some long-term damage, but I'm kind of guessing he's in stable condition that he's probably going to be able to play this year. But we're assuming a lot. We need to figure it out. But Ricky said not today. Not today. Ricky was shot. The guy was shot. They struggled for the gun. Ricky wasn't going to let him have his Rolex. I bet you Ricky's wearing it right now. And good for Ricky to hold on to that. Again, you got 3 kids and a wife. You might not struggle for that. You're Ricky Pearsall. You're a young kid. It's your first Rolex you've ever had. You're going to hang on to that thing with your kung fu grip. And you're going to say, look, I am not letting go of my Rolex. I just got it. Ron Navy, you're live.
Hey.
If someone grabbed your tomahawk steak, would you let him have it? Or would you put up a fight? I'm sure you just go to the freezer and get another one.
Depends on who grabbed it. If it's a friend or a buddy, I'll give it up. I'll just cook another one.
Ron involved in a incident. They're both struggling for the tomahawk. Both are in critical condition. Yeah, that's kind of wild, man. Rusty, thanks for becoming a member, pal. It's kind of wild. I didn't expect to go live on this.
So you sitting there doing the show, trying to draft your underdog at the same time?
Oh yeah. Oh, thanks for reminding me. These drafts are getting out of control. What did I say? I was in 87 drafts.
You said 70.
77. Yeah. I'm timing out left and right. Just absolutely massive timeouts. I went in and adjusted my rankings at least. So.
I know. I like 39, and I was like every two seconds new drafts, and they pile up quick.
Yeah,
they pile up so quick.
I know. It's daunting when you pull it up and you see just this load of drafts that you have to jump into. But guys, I'll keep you updated on this. There seems to be nothing new at this current moment in time other than he is what a rough career, what a rough start for him. Seems to be in stable condition. He struggled with the attempted robber Here's another report here. Ricky Pearsall was shot through the chest in a robbery attempt over a Rolex. There was a struggle for the gun. Everyone's kind of just regurgitating the same lines. But Ricky and the suspect were shot. Both parties are in stable condition. And the part I think everybody's forgetting to mention in their little note is that Ricky's wearing the watch. Ricky still got the watch on.
Mashed potatoes!
Hey, it's a good thing that he made the 53-team roster. That way he's covered. You imagine if this would have happened, like, if he got cut?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure.
Insurance-wise?
I have a feeling that the team would take care of it somehow. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's good news. It's good news. But Ricky's in stable condition. The other guy is too. And maybe he'll get a visit from George Kittle, or Bosa. Oh man, send Bosa over there with flowers. Pretend he's gonna go visit the guy. Gotta put some pressure on the wound on accident. Hey man, heard you were going after my boy Ricky. Here, hold this. You wouldn't want Bosa walking into your room, after your failed attempt on taking Ricky's Rolex. But wow, what a crazy situation. At least he's okay. When I first was going live and I was creating the graphics, I wasn't sure. Like, I didn't put my face on the graphic. I was like, I can't have, all I have are pictures of me going. So I was like, I better just put my logo on there because I don't know what I'm going into right now. And then as I was going live, as I was punching the button, there's more updates. I was getting word that he was shot in the shoulder. Then it became chest, and then he was in stable condition. And so here we are right now. 465 in here, only 70 thumbs up. Punch that thumb up button. Phone lines are open if you guys want to have a conversation about this or something else. I don't know if there's much more to talk about on this. I would just say, there's a couple people jumping to conclusions like these guys need to hang out. These players got to hang out with better play. Like, he was going to an event. He's going to a signing event. This guy was doing his job. So there's nothing shady going on here. Tank Dell was not up to something shady. Tank Dell got shot walking by an altercation that he had nothing to do with. So, a lot of people throwing that stuff out there like these guys need to. In both cases, they did not do anything wrong. Especially Ricky in this case where he was going to an autograph signing. But wild, man. Someone trying to take his watch. I wonder where he was walking. I wonder if he was in a place where like someone preemptively was like, I'm going to take a player's, watch or some player belongings or something like that. Or if it was some random, like he stopped. I don't know. We'll find out where he was at when he got actually shot. But
he's probably in San Francisco area somewhere.
Yeah, anywhere in San Francisco, right? But I mean, was he like stopping at a gas station right before he pulled up to the event? Was he, in a corridor off of the side of the event? Was he at the event? Was he at the table signing? Like what? We don't really know, but we'll find out. Hold on, I got one more caller here. 303. What is your name and where are you calling from? 303. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Dion from Atencio.
From a what?
From Denver, my bad.
Okay, Denver. Yeah, okay. I don't know all the towns there. I'm sorry, what was your name though? Dion from Denver?
Yes, sir.
From Denver. Okay, what's up, Dion?
What's up, brother? I'm just having trouble, bro. I can't decide if I got this Rams fan on the lock for Puka. He's gonna give me AJ. I can't pull the trigger if I don't. I just need some help deciding.
Bro, Ricky was shot. You're here to talk about football? No, I'm just kidding. All right, wait. Say that. Say that again, bro. You're trying to trade what?
Oh, I'm trying to trade Puka for AJ Brown.
Puka for AJB, and he's wanting more, or you're wanting more. What are you thinking? Because they're pretty dead even.
Well, I just don't know if I should. I mean, I don't know. Brown's just so inconsistent. I know. I'm just worried if Puka is going to go to wide receiver 2 now that Cup's back.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro. If I'm drafting, I'm taking AJB every time over Puka, or almost every time. I just feel like, at the end of the day, Cooper Kupp was number 1 in red zone targets, number 1 in red zone touchdowns, number 1 in red zone receptions. Not pacing, he was number 1 on the team. Despite missing all the games, he still beat Puka in all those categories. Puka feels also, and not saying he can't improve, and I like Puka, but he feels like he isn't a touchdown hog, whereas Cooper Kupp is.
Right.
And on top of that, it's a good, look, Puka's amazing. He's amazing. He's a dog. And across the middle of the field, getting extra yards, no one probably does it better in the National Football League. Like, that's a bold statement. That's wild, to say that. But he also doesn't feel like I feel like he's not going to be a 15 touchdown guy. You never know if it changes, but Cooper Kupp has the trust of Stafford, and Kupp was the number one wide receiver, when on the field together, and Puka did have his numbers drop. So for sure, AJ Brown for me. But don't be, see, I wish Puka was a second rounder, because he'd be a phenomenal second rounder. This is kind of like Tank Dell around 4, 5, 6. I love him there. It's like the best gift you could ever get. But Nico, who I also love very much, is going around 2, and it's just ridiculous. And Puka's not like in a ridiculous territory, but if he was going around 2, like maybe where London's going, maybe where MHJ's going, he'd be an absolute savage of a pick. But I just think your instinct's right in my opinion. And I could be wrong, but in my opinion, your instinct's right to say better to a little bit underestimate him than to overestimate and be left with the second round player as your first drafted player, and that's how you lose a league. AJ Brown's very proven, very set up nicely. Offense is going to be off the hook, and not that the Rams won't, but I just think AJ Brown for me is the guy. However, I will say if Bijan's there, I might even take Gibbs or Kyron and then go with a Cooper Kupp later, or a London or MHJ. I'm not scared to take Kyron at 10, 11, 12. I'm not. I could care less what people think of it.
No, for real. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, what do you like better? Jahmyr Gibbs and Kupp, or AJ Brown and... Who do you think you're getting in round 2? You think you can get a HN or Kupp HN or Kyron anyway?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I like Kyron. I mean, I don't. Everyone's kind of off Kyron now that
not everyone here. Yeah, not everyone here.
Yeah,
he's returning. Hold on, I'm getting word that McVay loves him so much he wants him to have more touches. Oh God, he's lost his job. I don't understand, but. If you think, and you were pretty confident that you could get Kyron or HN in round 2, so my answer is go wide receiver. Unless you're going double, bro. If that's also my favorite. You go Gibbs and Kyron. Gibbs and Kyron. Obviously, Bijan or Hall fall. You're going Bijan or Hall. But Gibbs or Kyron in round 1, and then Kyron or HN or Barkley in round 2. And then in round 3, you're smashing the hell out of a Cooper Kupp if he were to fall. Debo if he were to fall. Tank Dell in 5-6. Lots of opportunity to go running back. But balance is definitely a very, very nice thing. Gives you safety. So, AJ Brown and Kyron's fantastic.
No, yeah, that sounds like a winning league, honestly, for sure.
All right, bro.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it. So, talk to that Ricky got shot, man. What's up with all these young guys getting capped? All these gun violence, dog.
Well, I mean, he was going to an autograph signing. So, what are you gonna do? Yeah, what are you gonna do? It's not his fault. It's not him going and staying or not staying out of trouble or anything. Tank Dell was fine too.
Right. No, I don't think it has anything to do with.
But it is wild.
Them. I think it just has more to do with the people the maniacs that are out there.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, dude. I really appreciate it. I love the show, man. Keep killing it up.
All right, later, bro.
Later, man.
Super chat. 10-team Hurts, Jahmyr, Kupp, Dak, Neighbors, HN. Hurts, Jahmyr, Kupp, Dak, Neighbors, HN. Pretty good. I would say, you got everybody kind of where they should go. It's not like you have something that I've never seen before, so I would work that waiver wire and try and land, the best pickup of the year. This team has. Where's your first rounder though? 10-teamer redraft. Okay, so you got Achan, Neighbors. So let's call Achan. Is Achan your first rounder? So Achan first round. I mean, he's going around 2. Achan, Cooper Kupp. Maybe you had the 10 pick and you just took them back to back or something. So I would say you didn't take everybody in order. Actually, I'd say it's a little bit of a reach-a-thon going on here. So you probably grabbed Achan at the 10 pick, didn't you? I can't blame you. I understand it, but it's still a good team though, bro. It's still a good team, but it is a tad early. Where else are you gonna get him though? You know, like Sonky who would have fallen to your next pick. So I get it, but Cry $5 hauler just drafted my home league 12-man 0.5. Let me clarify real quick on the Achan thing. I think I've said a bunch of times that that Achan deserves to go at the turn picks, but I don't necessarily take him there. I have done it before in a 12-man. I take 12 and 13. I've gone Kyron and Achan. So I've done it, but in a 10-man league, Achan at like 10's pretty high. Remilio says shot in the chest but stable. We've already covered that, Remilio, but I appreciate you trying to break the news in the live stream that's been going 26 minutes. I love when people come in a live stream when don't take offense to this, bro. But when they come in when we're live for like 15, 20, 45 minutes, they're like, breaking news, Smitty. Did you see Pearsall got shot? You're like, you're in that live stream. You're actually here. You did it. You made it. I'm glad you came here. Cry, appreciate you with this team right here. 12-man, 10, pick 10, Mahomes, Gibbs, Warren, MHJ, Cup. See, this is Cry. This is a follower. This last super chatter. Let me put his message back up. So, follower, look at this. You're in a 10-man league. He's in a 12-man league. And he picked at number 10. You picked at number 10. So, he's at a much more disadvantage of you. He got Gibbs, and he also got MHJ, and he still got Cooper Kupp as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happens, I think, when you reach a little bit. His team looks like he drafted in the 10-man and you drafted in the 12. And it doesn't mean your team's bad, and you might have forgot somebody. I don't know. But you can still win with this team. Just smash the waiver wire, bro. And then I didn't read the rest of Cry's question. Any suggestions? It's a good team, bro. Very good team. Kincaid, Worthy, Coleman, Benson, Wright. No suggestions right now, bro. You're waiting for guys to pop off like Worthy, Coleman, Benson. It's going to take some time, right? It's going to take some time. There's nothing to move. I love all your players. I even love Warren. I really think I just hang on to Warren. There's no trade value for him right now anyway. That team is solid. You're ready to go. You're ready to rumble. Don't even hesitate taking that team into the week 1 setting and coming out of week 2, looking for buy lows. But 7 pick went Gibbs over Chase. I don't hate that at all. Over Amon-Ra. I mean, Amon-Ra's safer, but I just told that guy, if you think you're going to get screwed at running back, I'd go Gibbs and then take Kupp or someone like that in round 2. So don't think for a second that you made a mistake if you believe that to be the case. I'm fine with that. I'm also fine with just going running back, Cam, $6.99, 10-man PPR, Love, Hall, HN. So Jordan Love, Breece Hall, HN, AJ Brown. No, that's Chase Brown. Moss, Monty, Mostert, Wright, MHJ, Cup, fantastic team. Kincaid, any moves? Feels like I need a better flex. I don't necessarily think that. I mean, what are you gonna do? Dilute your starters? I like that you have Chase Brown as your flex. Or Mostert as your flex. Chase Brown? I mean, MHJ and let's see here. MHJ and Cup. And then you've got a rotation of BT, Chase Brown, Mostert. I like your flex. Maybe Monty and a player for one upgrade. You could try that. Monty and Reed, Monty and BTJ. Mostert and Reed, Mostert and BTJ. You could upgrade that into a Jacobs or Pacheco. Would be freaking unreal. The Achan Kyrans of the world as well. Help me, Rhonda. JD5. Bijan, Brees, Achan, love that. DK, Rice, Hollywood, Grandma League, Grandma League, Grandma League. What do I have to help you with? My second QB sucks. Okay, is this a super flex? 2 QB, my second QB sucks. I see. Okay, super flex at the bottom. So JD5 A-Rod. Yeah, I like A-Rod with your team. I mean, A-Rod Knicks isn't bad. Would I try and upgrade A-Rod using, let's call it... I'm not doing it. I like your team, bro. I don't want to trade Brees. I don't want to trade Achan. I'd maybe try and upgrade DK or Hollywood later. Unless you were to trade like Hollywood and A-Rod for a slight QB upgrade. But I like your team a lot. I don't think your second QB sucks at all. Aaron Rodgers is a fantastic second QB given all the stacking you did at other positions. I disagree. Smitty, the GOAT, 10-man PPR. Mahomes, Bijan, Achan, Pacheco, Chase Brown, Benson, Devontae Smith, Rice, Ridley, Coleman, Worthy, BT. Good team, just and fire show. I don't know what that means, but Chubbs, I appreciate you, pal. Bijan, Achan, Pacheco, fantastic RBs. Mahomes, God, how'd you get Rice and Devontae Smith? Ridley, unbelievable. Worthy. Take that team into week 1. That's an 8.0 minimum. Ron, who's your favorite? Who's the player you're drafting like every time right now? Like whenever you're on the clock. And actually, give me a big name, like somebody you're drafting like in the top 3 or 4 rounds, and then give me somebody later that you're grabbing everywhere.
I'm grabbing Kyron. I am grabbing a lot of Hurst Mahomes. A lot of Mahomes lately. And then later, I'm drafting the old receiver from Detroit that went to Denver. What's his name?
Judy? Oh, wait. Who are you talking about? Detroit?
No, he went from Detroit to Denver.
Reynolds?
Yeah, Reynolds. And I'm drafting, of course, you know this, Estimate, a whole ton. Estimate's a lot.
Yeah, my favorite player I'm drafting right now. Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down because it is Kyron, Achan, and like Bijan. Like anytime I have the 5 pick, 6 pick, I'm just saying Bijan. But Mahomes, if I had to say, Mahomes is my most drafted player probably lately, because he's just falling every time. And then my late often drafted player, like constantly, I would say Chase Brown's been that guy lately. Chase Brown over and over and over. Like he's just sitting at a perfect territory.
He's more mid. That's not late.
What?
Who's your late? Because mid. That's not really late.
Okay, I'll give you a early, mid, and late. But I don't know. According to the ADP though. Let me just find out. God, I'm timing. Good thing I remembered. I'm timing out of all my drafts. Gosh, dang it, man. Chase Brown's going pretty far past mid though, Ron. He's going at 101, and that's in best ball.
What round?
But that's in best ball. We're talking about that probably being more like 120 in non-best ball. So that's a pretty late player. But I'd probably say, if you want me to go really late, I'll say Jalen Wright, who's going in the 140s. I'll give you 3 names. I'm gonna do a show on this.
Like 17th or 18th round in best ball. Who you taking?
Okay, I'll find that. But let me just say these 3 guys first. I'm drafting these 3 guys over and over and over. Okay, I'll give you my guy. I don't know if it's that late, but it's still late. It's double digit. Ray Davis. And Braylon Allen. Okay, you want 2 late ones? Braylon Allen, Ray Davis. They're both going in like the 150 to 170. Those are pretty late.
But you go to 200s though.
Okay,
Get
okay. You want me in the 200s? I'll give you something in the 200s. Estimate's at 202, so I'll give you something around there. Carson Steele's kind of been a guy that I drafted the last pick. I see him starting like multiple games. I don't know why. And I'd probably say in the 200s at wide receiver. I'm drafting. God, I don't know if there's a lot of wide receivers that I'm drafting there. I feel like I've already scooped up my wide receivers at that point. I might have to go a little bit into the 190s or something. Yoshi Voss at 187. Luke McCaffrey at 193. But I wouldn't say I'm drafting those guys over and over and over, though. I think the last wide receiver I feel like I'm drafting over and over and over, I'm scrolling. 80 Mitchell. 80 Mitchell's going at 121, though. But that's the last wide receiver. That's the furthest down I can go where I'm saying I'm grabbing this guy every time. Like 80 Mitchell, boom. Every time, boom. 80 Mitchell, boom.
Josh Reynolds, Mims, and Franklin. Troy Franklin, I've been drafting a lot of.
Yeah. All right, Ron. I'm probably going to jump. I'm not going to stay here too long. I just want to come in and break this. I'll probably be back tonight. Going to eat with the missus.
Yep, sounds good. I ate mine already.
Can you imagine? I'm not trying to say this in a negative way toward the Niners or anything. This is me just saying the Niners have had a rough couple weeks. So this is not a dig or anything like that. But can you imagine if they traded Brandon Ayuk and then this happened to their wide receiver? Like, the Niners are pretty lucky that they went in the direction that they went in, because and maybe he's going to be fine, and be able to play, as soon as he needs to play. But what a wild. The Niners have had a rough year so far, and I don't know, man. It feels like it's going to continue to be a rough year for the Niners, but that's just my guess, because I think that they escaped injury so wildly last year. Like, I haven't seen a team avoid injury like that before in a long time. Like, they literally had a team that you could be scared that would get hurt, and nobody was getting hurt. People were playing through injuries. It's like that. What a wild offseason for the Niners. Some of it self-inflicted, like all the Ayuk stuff self-inflicted, but then Ayuk kind of, I think, put some fuel in the fire. But it's just been a wild offseason. McCaffrey, the calf injury. Now you got their best offensive lineman, wanting a crazy amount of money. I'm hearing insane numbers, and I think that's why they haven't got anything done. So big, Ron, that he's racking up over $1 million in fines, and he doesn't care because he's asking for an insane amount of money. And and there's a lot of talk like he'll just retire. You don't want to pay me, I'll just walk away. Like, that's
he will too.
Yeah, and that's leverage. you wanna know what leverage is? It's Trent Williams. Like, you look up leverage in the dictionary, it shows a picture of Trent Williams, and he says, "You give me $25 million right now, or I'll just retire," and then your whole season goes down the drain, and it will. No Trent Williams, Niners don't make it to the NFC Championship.
Yeah. You want to hear? I was reflecting on Khan's, off-season stuff. You want to hear where he screwed up?
Where did he screw up?
You want to hear where he screwed up that whole Ayuk thing?
Yeah. Go ahead.
The minute that he got bid for free, basically, the minute he traded Deontay Johnson to Carolina for nothing, for really nothing. The minute, if he would have held on to Deontay Johnson, he could have used Deontay Johnson to send Deontay for Ayuk.
It's a good point.
I bet you Sam would have accepted that.
It's a good point, Ron. It's a real good point.
Yeah, that's where he screwed everything up.
I think it's a good point. I think a lot of teams toss some guys out for nothing. Yeah. Keenan Allen, just ham sandwich. Take him. Yeah. All right, later, Ron.
Later.
Hey, Scuba, I forgot you were there, bro. I'm sorry. Scuba, what's up? You're live. Poor guy. He's got cobwebs all over him.
It's all right. It's all right, Smitty. I was calling in. I was listening to you. I didn't even know that you were heading out, man. So, if you want, I can just call you back another time.
Well, hit me with it as quick as you can, Scuba.
All right. Do you want to know my team, or do you want me to just hang up?
Hang up. Just hang up.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. Go ahead. Just be as quick as you can.
All right. Mahomes, Josh Jacobs, Swift, Justin Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Travis Kelce, DK Metcalf. And then my bench will be fast. McLaurin, Ford, Spears, Deion Coleman, Caleb Williams, Trey Benson, and Jonathan Brooks.
Okay.
And that's it.
I think I'm missing somebody, but DK, then it went Terry, Spears, Coleman, Benson, Brooks, and then somebody else?
Benson, Brooks, and I have Caleb and Jerome Ford.
Ford, okay. So you just wanted to know what to do, maybe?
Yeah, because it looks like, I know, I definitely, the way that I started, I mean, I have Jacobs, but maybe to upgrade RB2 if maybe later on or something, depending on how the team shakes out. McLaurin and Coleman, if they do they break out, maybe I can trade them for a better RB2.
Yeah, definitely trying to so. I don't like Swift. Let me rewrite everything out. Jacobs, Willie, Jacobs, Mahomes. Okay. I don't like Swift at all. I really don't. I would trade him. I like everything else. Garrett Wilson. I love Garrett Wilson. I love Kelce. I even love JJ. I don't think you're going to get what you want. Love Jacobs. Love Mahomes. This is a very simple, process of 2-for-1s. DK I love as well. You're waiting, but the problem is Benson's got no value yet. Brooks has no value yet. Ford's got not enough value yet, but he will. Spears, nobody cares yet, but they will. Coleman, people don't believe they will. Scary Terry's been doubted for years. What makes anybody think he's just going to jump back into? So you're right. You have to wait. There's nothing you can do. The only thing you could possibly do is trade JJ and Swift for maybe my whole camera shot is off. I'm sorry, guys. JJ and Swift for a wide receiver and running back. And an example would be, and this is my whole process of anchor trading. So when you're constructing a trade, go find the player you want. Okay, so let's say that player is Pacheco. Okay, so you go to the Pacheco owner, and that's your anchor of the trade. And then now you need to look through his team, comb through his team, and say, what player with Pacheco is not too much where he's going to say no, but I'm winning the trade. And maybe you're hoping that he doesn't know that you're winning the trade. Maybe he's got an undervalued player. So Pacheco crushes Swift in value. Now you need to find somebody that you believe can hang with JJ, but perception-wise, maybe he can't. Maybe this guy has, Amon-Ra, or something like that, and now you're trading JJ. And he probably wouldn't do that, okay, but you're going to try and do that. You may be throwing something else. Maybe he has a player like A.J. Brown, AJB. Maybe he has a player like MHJ and his running back, and maybe MHJ's your anchor. And then you go to his team, and he's got, I know you already have Jacobs, but he has a Jacobs type. I go to the Achane owner, and I use him as an anchor, and I go combing through his team. What can I add to Achane to get rid of JJ and Swift? So those are the things I'm doing. And on top of that, if I can, I might do a 2-for-1. I might try and get Achane, and let's call it Achane and Dell for JJ alone. And now you have Swift and DK to upgrade DK. Now you have Swift and one of these guys like Terry McLaurin to upgrade another additional piece so that you can rotate with D. So that's what I'm doing with this team.
Okay. Well, and I was also going to ask you, so in my draft, I don't know if because I know you talk a lot about best player available, and there was at one point in my draft where I felt at like pick 27, Marvin Harrison Jr. was there, and I elected to go Travis Kelce. I don't know if that was smart. So because I told you I have Jefferson and Garrett Wilson. Marvin Harrison Jr. would have been in my flex, and then I would have had to take like another tight end instead of Kelsey. Is that something that I have to consider is going into that?
Well,
or
Kelsey you took Kelsey in round 2?
No, I took Travis Kelsey in round 3 because I had the 7th pick. Seventh pick in a 10-man
I'm taking
PPR.
MHJ over Kelsey all day long. Kelsey in round 3 is too high, bro. Because where did Kincaid go? Let me guess, 4 or 5.
I can actually tell you right now. I can just tell you that. I'll just tell you that. I'll tell you the guy that had him. I'll tell you the pick. So the guy that grabbed him, he took him 64th.
Okay, so let me ask you a question: Is that Kincaid 64 better than drafting Kelsey in the 30s?
Yeah, if the upside of Kincaid, yeah. If Kincaid ends up breaking out.
So drafting a tight end in round 3 is one of the worst things you could do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
yeah,
I mean, you can get Kincaid or McBride in round 5 or 6 sometimes, but 4 or 5.
Yeah.
So why those guys can outscore Kelsey and Laporta?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go, Scuba. Appreciate you.
Smitty is clearing the phone line. Phone line dump activated.
We're sorry, the number you have reached is not in service. Please check the number and try your call again. This is a recording.
You must all call back later. Smitty dumped the phone line. Don't get mad. Don't get sad. Don't be an angry, bitter Chad.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is...
I can't. Sometimes I just gotta hang up on people, and especially when I got too many super chats coming in, and I want to make sure I get going. Thank you, Scuba. Appreciate you. I love you, pal. This one for $10 hauler from. I'm just getting behind on these. Okay. Let me throw Ethan's on screen. Let me throw Dogs on screen. We're getting behind on these, and Miss Smitty's expecting dinner, so your boy's gonna. It's gonna get in trouble. But maybe with the super chats, we can upgrade it to a steak. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can eat like Ron tonight for a change. So she'll be okay. Just had my draft. Actually, let me see if she'll order it. Hey, Miss Smitty. You want to order the food? Artichokes? Steak? Sorry, I gotta wake her up. Okay. I think we're good. Order it, I'll go get it. Thank you. Meatloaf. $10 hauler. Just had my draft for my keeper league. Kept JT, Nico, Laporta. Team is Kyler, Hall, JT, Pacheco, Brian Robinson, Dowdle, Nico, Debo Samuel, Rice. Fantastic squad. I love this team. Very, very good team. Not much you can do other than maybe try and trade B-Rob now. Brian Robinson Jr. He's tradable. Dowdle's tradable right now. The hype's kind of high on both these guys. So I think you kind of can maybe trade Higgins in one of those. That's what I'm doing. Higgins in one of those guys. Higgins in both of them for one bigger, stronger, better player. HN, Kyron, Cooper, Cup. Do it live, and you'll be dancing in the moonlight, pal. So a report is, according to C-Mac, and I am looking it up, and I'm getting confirmation here. San Francisco mayor, according to Schefter, announced that Ricky Pearsall was shot during an attempted robbery, and it looks like he was maybe shot twice. Let's see here. Let me find this. He may have been shot twice. Shot during an attempted robbery at Union Station. I don't know. I'll find out more information for you guys, but someone's saying he got shot twice. I don't know. We'll have to see. More's coming in on it, but prayers up for him. JD5, Dell, Cup, HN, Gibbs, Kincaid, Worthy, Coleman, benches, Wright, Wicks, Braylon, Allen, Fields, Sinnott. Like the team a lot. It's really good. You don't have much wiggle room right now, bro. You just got to let it ride. JD5, Dell, Cup, You're just letting this team ride. It's a very good team. Nothing to trade, Chris. I'd call it a 7.5 until some players pop off, gain some value, or you hit the waiver wire like a monster. Yo, Smitty, rate my team. Starting rosters: Allen, Gibbs, Achane, CD, MHJ, Kincaid, Debo. You're playing in a grandma league, bro, but you smashed it either way. Benches: Kyler, Mostert, Najee, Ramondre, DJ Moore, Rashee Rice. Embarrassment of riches. Maybe you're trying to trade Najee and DJ Moore, right? That's the easiest thing I can think of, right? DJ Moore and Najee for one bigger, stronger, better player. I don't want to upgrade a single one of your starters, though. I love them all. So you're just basically trying to take Najee and DJ Moore and get one additional Cooper Kupp or Kyron Achane type player, so that you have one more big gun to rotate, and then you're just knocking people off left and right in this league. 10-man, $10 hauler. I'm giving you a Mars shot.
To Mars.
To Mars, baby. We now don't have to send people just to the moon. Let's see here. French dip. Are you? No. Let's see. Steak sandwich, Miss Smitty. We're gonna do the steak sandwich. Wally's, right? Wally's. All right. $10 heart. 10-man, 1 flex. PPR. Pick 3. Grade my team. Murray, Henry, Javonte, Dowdle, Lamb, London, Ridley, McLaurin, Samuel, McBride. Debo Samuel? Or is that Curtis Samuel? It probably is Curtis Samuel because you're listing them after McLaurin. So I imagine that's Curtis Samuel in order. So that's a shame. I thought maybe you had Debo. Trade Dowdle and Javonte. Trade them both if you need to. And I love Javonte, but like I'm trading both those guys. You're trading McLaurin or Ridley, potentially even maybe London if you need to, but I probably hold London if you can. Having Lamb and London's amazing. Losing one of Ridley or McLaurin is fine. And you're going to throw Javonte and Dowdle together if you need to, but you just need a small upgrade. I don't think you're going to get the world, but McLaurin and Javonte, McLaurin and Dowdle should get you like, you need a running back. So if I had to guess what RB would be doable for you in that situation via trade, I would probably say it's going to be along the lines of, let me throw a handful of them at you. So we're talking about Dowdle and McLaurin, right? Jacobs is possible for Dowdle and McLaurin, Javonte McLaurin. I'd shoot for Kyron, obviously. I'd shoot for Achane. I'd shoot for Pacheco. I don't know that you're getting those. If you do, amazing. ETN, fantastic. You start getting into a dicey territory, though, once you start getting like below Rachaad White. So it's Rachaad White, Walker, Josh Jacobs, ETN, Pacheco, and then, of course, Kyron and Achane. But, you know, maybe throwing two of those RBs together might get it done. And if you can't do that, you need Dowdle to go out there and absolutely earn his keep or something. Javonte to go out there and earn his keep, and then you're going to have something to maybe work with. Rate my 12-man team. Any advice? 12 team, full PPR, 1 QB. Running backs are Hall, Allen, Achane. Fantastic. Mostert, love it. Chase Brown. Collins, Dell, Coleman, Andrews, and Mahomes. Amazing team. And I say this a lot, and I continue to say it because I just don't believe in Andrews right now. I like him. I do. I think he's a fantastic player. Problem is, I don't know that he's staying healthy. So if it's me, I'm trading Andrews away, going rogue at the tight end position, as we call it, or trying to trade into a, maybe there's a different player. Unless you get Likely, if you go pick up Likely off waivers, or somebody probably grabbed him, then I feel a little more comfortable with that. But I like the idea of maybe trading him away and getting some bigger wide receiver upgrade for you. So maybe you could trade. You know what? Roll with this team. Roll with this team. I love Nico and Dell. Coleman's fantastic. Let Coleman gain value. Head into the season. Let it ride. And I think you're going to be okay with this team. Brandon, appreciate you with the $5. I need to make trade Smitty standard 1 QB. Mute yourself real quick, Will. 1 QB. Mahomes, Hurts. So why is 1 QB? Why'd you draft Mahomes and Hurts? This isn't best ball. where it's optimal scoring and it's called bully quarterback or bully tight end. You know, when you draft the same position, you know, big dogs like that. Statement on the attempted robbery shooting. This is from Schefter. On August 31st at approximately 3:37 p.m., San Francisco police officers responded to the area, Grant Avenue, and on a reported shooting. Upon arrival, officers located 2 men subjects suffering from injuries. That was Pearsall and the alleged robber. Officers rendered aid, and medics transported both subjects to a local hospital for further medical evaluation. During the preliminary investigation, officers learned that one of the subjects attempted to rob the victim, San Francisco 49er Ricky Pearsall. During an attempted robbery, a physical altercation ensued, and both of the suspect and victim were injured. The suspect is in custody, and charges are pending at this time. All information is preliminary, and more information will be provided and become available. Media availability will be held this evening at San Francisco General Hospital. Doesn't look like they're releasing any sort of information whatsoever to confirm anything other than what we already know, and even giving a little less than what we're reporting. So, two gunshots. Like we don't know. We don't have that information according to this statement, and on the attempted robbery coming from I guess this is a police report or whatever, statement from San Francisco PD. So that's what we know. That's the official facts of this moment. We're hearing 2 gunshot wounds. We're hearing back. We're hearing chest. We heard shoulder at first. You know, we didn't even know if he's okay at first. It's kind of been developing. And then Deebo Samuel tweeting out this message here saying he's okay, thank God. And that to me makes me think that, you know, Deebo's going to have more information than the police, report's going to have. So Deebo putting this out was fantastic. So I'll leave that right here so people know that Deebo seems to be okay. I need to make these trades. Okay, so I'm going to say take this team into the season. Take this team into the season. I like this squad. 1 QB minus. Oh, no, this is the Hurts one. I'm sorry. This is the 2 QB. What are we doing with the 2 QBs? This is the wrong one. I was thinking take this one. Which one was I looking at? I think it was Luke's. Let me move. Brandon, you need some work. That one's a mess. Where's that one? I think this is the one I said take into the season. I like that one. This one right here needs work. What in the hell are we doing here, Brandon? Why do we have 2 QBs and a 1 QB, and they're both Mahomes and Hurts? They're both third-round players. Ramondre Warren, look at your running backs because of it. London, Kincaid, Mostert, Hill. You got great wide receivers in Tyreek Hill and London, and Kincaid is your tight end. Mostert's pretty good, but you took a big hit here. What are we doing with this? Why do we have this? Is this a keeper? And you got to make a move. You got to make a trade. You got to go get yourself a second-round, third-round player. So try for Achane, Kyren, Pacheco, maybe even Jacobs, definitely Barkley as well, ETN. Those are all targets for you using one of your quarterbacks. And you, unfortunately, might have to give up either one, just whoever will give you something great. So you're kind of in a bind, bro. Worldwide West, appreciate your super chat. I'm going to put you right there. And Caps, appreciate your $5 hauler. I'll put that right there. Ethan says running backs are Achane, Jacobs, Brooks, B-Rob, Dowdle, Corum, Lloyd. Should I drop? Who should I drop for Jalen Wright? Lloyd. Yeah, I mean, you have to. I wish you didn't because you have Jacobs, but, you know, monitor him. IR spot him if you can, and if you can't IR spot him for whatever reason, technically speaking, you know, monitor him. And then if he becomes IRL eligible, like monitor that. Once you know he's IR eligible, drop your kicker, pick him up, put him on IR, then pick up a kicker. If it lets you pick him up without doing that, you know, obviously don't drop anybody, but that's my advice to you. May Penix, this is a rookie draft. May Penix, Odunze, Worthy, Coleman, Corley, Vidal, Shipley. I'm in a rebuild. Running backs went fast, had 3 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders. Still need a running back. Wow, you had 3 first-rounders and you couldn't get 1 RB? Wow. I like Odunze and Worthy, though, bro, and Coleman. Fantastic job. Great job. Thank you for sharing that, pal. Appreciate you. And this one's from Worldwide West. $10 hauler gets a Mars shot.
To
to Mars.
I love that. I'm so glad. We had the moon.
To the moon.
We had Saturn.
To Saturn.
To Mars.
I cut that off. I'm sorry.
To Mars.
I love that we got the Mars one. I don't know why it took me so long. Worldwide West, $10 hauler, 10-man, 2 flex, 1 QB, AR5, Jaden Daniels, Gibbs, Achan, Zamir, Zach Moss, Chase Brown, Jalen Wright, Quorum, Lamb, London. Love this team. Devontae Smith, McLaurin. Really good team. Your opportunities for improvement are like Zamir, Chase Brown, even though I love Zach Moss and Chase Brown together. That's fantastic. But you got Gibbs, Achan. You're kind of good. I'll probably keep that duo versus keep Zamir. So maybe Zamir and McLaurin. Maybe even Zamir and Devontae Smith for one bigger, stronger player, Worldwide West. And then, waiting until week 1 versus biting at the first offer that comes your way is not a bad idea. Don't sell yourself short just because you want it done before week 1. Some of those guys are going to gain tremendous value, especially I think the Bengal running backs, if you just wait a week. Zamir could lose value or gain value, but that offense is so worrisome to me that I'd almost tried doing that before for sure. Just drafted 10-man. I'm coming for you 1 second, Will. Hang tight. Just drafted in a 10-man standard scoring 2 flex league. Amon-Ra, St. Brown, Gibbs, Nakua, Hurts, Devontae Smith, Rice, Cooper, Najee. So Najee and Cooper, Devontae and Cooper. That's what I'm doing for the same guys I've been spouting off, all show, from Cooper Kupp to even Tank Dell, bro. Like, I'm going to get Tank Dell using Amari Cooper. I'm going to get Tank Dell using Najee Harris. I'm going to use both of those guys to get Jacobs. I'm using both those guys to get Pacheco. I'm using both those guys to get Etienne or Barkley or any of those usual suspects. And I don't think you need to upgrade anything else other than you got Hurts, you got Amon-Ra, you got Gibbs, you got Nakua. That's all you got to do. I'm not trading Rice. I'm not trading any of those big dogs. Okay. Rock out with a super chat. Appreciate your rock out. Scotty with the super chat. Scotty, appreciate you. Let me put this right here. Let me go over to Will real quick. Will, you're live. I can't keep you on the phone too long. I can't do a full roster eval because I got too much going on the screen here. But what do you got? What do you hear? What do you say?
Oh, shoot. Well, yeah, I just wanted to show you part of my team. And
just be quick.
I just want to say you're the man. I
you.
really enjoy your videos.
Thank you, Will. Appreciate you. Hit me real quick. Just spout it off as fast as you can.
Okay. So I got Purdy, Achan, Swift, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, George Kittle, Malik Neighbors. And then I have on the bench Keon Coleman, Marquise Brown, Nick Chubb, Adonai Mitchell, Jalen Wright, and Luke McCaffrey.
Swift and Neighbors for one better wide receiver. Or if you need the running back, I forget who your running back 2 was. You have Achan and then is it Swift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of.
So Swift and Neighbors for Pacheco, for Jacobs, for Etienne, for Kyron. Swift and Neighbors could get you Kyron. I maybe not in every league, but it could definitely get you Kyron if you're in a league where. Bro, he's returning punts, scaring the death out of everybody. He returned punts in weeks 1, 2, and 3, and he was fine. And Cooper Kupp did it. The breakout year he had. Antonio Brown used to do it on the regular. Like, people are just absolutely losing their mind. He's returned. Not to mention, how many fair catches is he going to get? Like, how many punts will he actually return? Assuming they keep him there all year. 10? 12? The new rules, the shorter field, maybe there's less punts. So let's say he returns 12 punts all year. I don't know. That's if he plays that position all year. And I don't know that he will. Because, why did he do it in week 1, 2, and 3 and then not the remainder of the year? Like, you never know what they're going to do. All right, bro.
Well, do you think I should wait a week and see what happens, or should I do it before the season starts?
Try to do it before and wait. Like, whichever one, don't sell yourself short, but, go get one of those RBs. If you can't, then the best opportunity Neighbors is not going to lose value, I don't think. I think he could only get better. And Swift, I think he loses value as the season moves on. I think that he does probably look okay right away, maybe. And if not, then you get in trouble, like not having that second piece. If Swift goes out there and has 20 yards, you're not going to be able to get rid of him. So I would try, but I would definitely not panic because maybe Neighbors by himself, will be able to get you more than Swift and Neighbors can get you today. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to let Neighbors kind of put his worth out there for you.
Got it. Thank you so much, Smitty.
All right, later, bro.
All right, bye.
Cap from Florida. What's up, Cap? Hit me with it real quickly, pal.
Okay, I'm going to spot them off real quick, and then I'm out of here, bro, and then you grade the trade.
Okay, go.
First round, St. Brown. Second round, White. Third round,
Whoa.
Josh Jacob.
What?
Fourth round, Waddle. Fifth round, C.J. Stroud. Sixth round, Kincaid. Seventh round, Rasheed Rice. Eighth round, JSN. Ninth round, Chubb, just for the effect. 10th round, T. Benson. 11th round, Shakur.
Okay. We got you. After Kincaid, that's the only one I missed. Kincaid, and there was what?
After Kincaid,
Rice.
Then we go
Rice.
Rasheed Rice.
Okay. All
then
right.
JSN.
Got it. I'm going to ask you why in the hell you took Rachaad White in round 2.
No, I didn't take Rachaad White in round 2. I took Rasheed. I took Rachaad White in round 2 because I had back-to-backs.
You took
He was
Rachaad
there.
White.
Josh Jacob was there, and Rachaad White was there. That was the best player on the board, both of them.
All right, is this third round reversal?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Snake.
Okay. No, third round reversal. I was saying, is it third round? Where did you take? St. Brown was your first rounder.
Uh-huh.
And where did you take him? What pick?
Yeah, 6.
Okay, so how do you have back-to-back picks with White and Jacobs?
Because they were right there waiting. Nobody wanted running backs. Everybody was going wide receiver heavy.
I think you're saying something you don't mean to say. You didn't take him in back-to-back picks. You just saying they were your consecutive picks. Okay.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean.
So you took White in the middle of round 2 though. That's crazy high, bro.
Pretty much.
No, not pretty much. You did. I don't know. Like what players were there?
There was no Cairo. There was no running backs available. There were the 2 left. So I had to do it, bro, because there was no more running backs. They were gobbling them up.
But see, this is why everybody needs to watch my video on how do you draft in round 1. Like if you would have watched that video last night, when was your draft today?
No, this was a mock. My draft is on Tuesday and
Friday.
A
mock draft. We're not talking about a game. We're talking about practice, bro.
I'm practicing.
Come on, man. You're having me do a marker board session on your mock draft. But
I'm saying, though, is that order sound doable?
Listen to me. It sounds doable because it's awful. Listen to me, Cap. Listen to me very clearly.
I'm listening.
If you believe that your league is going to be so shark-like that players are going to vanish from the draft board, because I'm telling you, there's no way Rachaad White was the best player available. 0 chance. Then what you need to do is watch my video from last night, how to draft round 1, and you will know that you're not going wide receiver there. If you're telling me the running backs are going to get gobbled up to where you're whiffing on Rachaad White in round 2, I'm not saying he's a bad player, but this is not a second round pick. Then you need to go
with a
Bijan or a Hall, and then you get in your worst case scenario, in your nightmares of a scenario, you're getting Cooper Kupp, but you're probably getting a London or an MHJ or somebody much better than. So you get Bijan at 6 or Breece Hall at 6, and you get London. That is a team. That's a team. Rachaad White. And don't ever take a player because you have to. That means you screwed up royally, bro. If you're taking a position because people scooped up that position. That is a horrible way to draft. You must take players, not positions. You can never put yourself in a position where you're like, I didn't see it coming and everyone grabbed all the running backs, so I had to make the worst pick I could possibly make because I needed a running back. You can't do that, Cap. Go watch my video. If you don't watch my video, you're going to lose the league. Watch the video and you're going to win it. How to draft
watch the video, bro.
How to draft round 1, Cap. Appreciate you. Later.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, appreciate you. Guy's a good sport, though. Getting yelled at, and he's like, yeah, I got it. The mock draft. Every once in a while, one of those mock drafts slips in there. And we think, yeah, that's crazy. Okay, let's go. Let's finish this out strong. Rock out, appreciate you dropping this one. And then Dade, appreciate you. All right, I gotta get through these super chats here. Rock out says, let's go with Dade. Dade says, rate my team 10-man. Gets you a Mars shot.
2 Mars.
Thank you, appreciate you. Rate this team 1 keeper, Saquon, Bijan keeper, nice. Saquon and Bijan, Mahomes, Olave. I'm trading DJ Moore if I can. McLaurin, Javonte. DJ Moore and McLaurin for one better player. That's what I'm doing. I'm rating a 7.7. 7.7 until you get that done. You get that done, you're in the 8s, which means you're one of the very best teams in your draft without me even looking at the rosters. Okay, but you're at 7.8 right now until you get rid of that package if you can do it. Brass Monkey, that funky monkey, 7.99 super chat. I have Kyron in a Superflex Dynasty, and I am negotiating with the Quorum owner. He wants a first-round pick for Quorum plus a third-round pick. It's not too pricey if you're going to have a 12 overall pick. Because if Quorum got thrown into a rookie draft right now and you're drafting, he would be going at the turn easily. So if you've got a late first-round pick, that's fine. I would do it. If your team is good and you're ready to win now, do it. $4.99 holler if you think your pick will be late. Kyron, Saquon, Mahomes, McBride, Mostert, JD5, Adunze. Very good team. 1 to 10, I'll rate this. Okay, Saquon, Mahomes, MHJ, McBride, Mostert. It's good. Get rid of. I already did this one. Get rid of DJ Moore, right? DJ Moore. No, maybe this is a different team. I like it. Really, really good. I'm not saying get rid of DJ Moore for a ham sandwich. I'm just saying I think this team is like this one's more of a 7 point. This could be an 8.0 even with DJ Moore. You don't have to get rid of him for a ham sandwich. I'm just saying get rid of him. I don't know what you do though. Dell. Go get Dell. I'd rather have Dell. I'd do it straight up. I don't care what anybody says. 10-teamer PPR, Mahomes, Bijan, HN, Metcalf, Devontae Smith, Rice, Kittle, Dell, Mostert, fantastic. Chase Brown. Let these guys gain value. Go into week 2, Aldi, and buy low on somebody big. I'm going to say 8.0 without even making a trade. This one right here, Lewis just traded my Burrow and Chase for Josh Allen and Rashee Rice. Okay, so I like the trade now, but in next year, if Rashee Rice is suspended for half a year, and he most certainly will be, that's going to hurt. But I still like the trade this year, but it's tough. It could go both ways. I love Burrow and Chase, but I could take Josh Allen and Rashee Rice. I think that's better for this year. Trade idea, JT for MHJ and Cook Davis. Walker, running back 1. So Walker's your running back 1. Trade JT for MHJ and Cook and Davis. I would say I don't like that move, Rockout. I'd rather keep JT, I think. Well, I don't know. Chat, would you do that? If Walker's your running back 1, do you think Cook and Davis with MHJ is enough for JT? Maybe it is. I mean, MHJ's been going like where JT goes. He's been close to that. So maybe we do take Cook and Davis. Guys, can we vote on that one for Rockout? Thank you, Rockout. Other trade I talked about was JT for Gibbs and Rice. Oh, I'd take Gibbs and Rice in that's like 10 times better, that trade. And if that fell through, then I understand why you're going this direction. But can we get a vote on that? Someone says keep. No, Walker is the running back he's keeping. It was merely he was trying to get a running back to set next to him. Okay, Banto, $4.99. 12-team, 0.5. Mahomes, Kyron, Corum, Monty, Mostert, Wright, Garrett Wilson, Reed, Watson, Coleman. Need to drop 2 for a kicker and a defense. God, you're in a bind because who do you drop, bro? What in the hell? Like, how are you supposed to drop somebody? You got to drop Watson, and you got to drop Dobbs. That's it. I hate doing it, but those are the only 2 players you can drop. Caps with a $5 rookie draft. May Penix, already read that one. Thank you, Caps. Appreciate you. And Scotty says, it worked. I traded Dak, DJ Moore, and a late third for Hurts. That is glorious, bro. Thanks for the advice on the whiteboard breakdown the other night, brother. Remember when I told you guys that miracles happen? Everybody acting like you can't make good trades. No one's going to do that in my league. This guy Scotty's absolutely dumbfounded that he pulled this trade off because he tried. And we marker board sessioned this thing out, and look what he did. He traded Dak and DJ Moore and a late third for Jalen Hurts, and he absolutely gets Smitty approved.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Unbelievable, Scotty. Unbelievable, Scotty. I love it. It's amazing, pal. Rockout says, or JT for Kamara and Debo. I'm going to say no again. I don't know. I'm going to say no again. That Gibbs one's fantastic. JT, like if that was I wonder Diggs and what? Can you get with Diggs and what? I'm going to say wait on that. It's not enough. I think JT's kind of a first rounder, bro. You kind of need an ETN and a Dell. You kind of need a Kyron and a Dell. It's amazing we can get that. Kyron's better than JT, but hey, H-Han and Dell. Like, that's the kind of stuff you can get, bro. I traded CMC for DK and H-Han in a dynasty. In a dynasty, I traded CMC for H-Han and DK. And I even brought that to the live stream about a month and a half ago. And it didn't get overwhelming, you crazy, took them for to the cleaners. Everyone's like, yeah, it's good. Or it was like split in a way. Now I don't think people are, because of the calf injury, but I traded that away. And I love it. 10-man PPR league. Wide receivers are Hill, Garrett Wilson, Adams. I'm trading Adams. And Devontae Smith, especially because you have Smith as your third wide receiver. Should I trade Monty and Adams, Monty and Smith for Walker and Terry? No. Well, I would say no. I'm trying to trade Adams, bro, for like H.N. Kyron, Pacheco, Jacobs, and an ETN type player. And if you got to throw in Monty with Devontae Adams, not Devontae Smith, I think you can reach even higher. Like you can get Kyron or H.N., Barkley, etc. But I'm not trading Devontae Smith, bro. I don't think that's smart. This last super chat here, and then I'm going to take a phone call, and then I might go grab the food from Miss Smitty. 10-man, half PPR. JJ dropped to the 10, so I have Stroud, Kyron, H.N., Walker, JJ. Woo! Pickens, Keon, Coleman, Worthy, Hollywood, Brian Thomas Jr., Kincaid, Kittle. I mean, you're trading one of the trade Kittle, and good team, bro. Kittle and Walker, and I love Walker, but Kittle and Walker for one huge player. Kittle and Pickens for one huge player. That's the easiest, trade I could come up with, and I think I'd get it done. I'd send it out for like 15 different players. In this 12-team Dynasty $5 hauler from Thomas. Tight end premium, I have Laporta and Kincaid. Trade Laporta for Mark Andrews and BT. No. Andrews is an injury risk. Mark Andrews for, let's see, I wanted Rome and Dunze instead. No. You got it. Dude, go get like Dell. Go get Pacheco. Go get Cooper Kupp. Like even in a dynasty, I want Kupp and something for Andrews. Look, Kupp could play as long as Andrews. I think people are too scared of Cooper Kupp right now. And, I said avoid him last year, but I was right. But I'm back, and I'm telling you, get him. We're going to be double right. I guess we'll see about JT for Gibbs and Rice. Rock out, that would be unbelievable. And if you've got to give up a little more to get it done, I would. Rogan, you're live, but I've got to go, so make it snappy, pal.
For sure. I called in the other night about the 6-point per pass PPR 12-man, where everybody's sniping quarterbacks in the first and second. You help me out. So my question, real quick, is I'm going to get Bijan at the 4 slot, and I know your advice is always take best player available around in the second, and you like the RB build. But I have a scenario. What would you do? Let's say I got Bijan, and it comes back in the second round tomorrow, and there's 2 options. There's a Henry or Achane available, or there's, since everybody sniped quarterbacks, there's a Marvin Harrison or Garrett Wilson. Where are you going with that second pick?
Well, Garrett Wilson's a first rounder, bro. So if you get Bijan and Garrett Wilson, that's probably the way to go. I think everybody would agree.
Okay, so, wipe him off, and there's Harrison, Henry, and Achane available.
Achane and Bijan.
Okay. And my last part of that question is.
I'm sorry. It's a redraft, right? Or can you keep your keeper?
Can't keep. Nope.
Okay.
Redraft.
Yeah, then Achane.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And my last question, and then I'll go with like a cup in the third. My other question is it too early if people are sniping quarterbacks, the elites, to grab like a CJ Stroud in the third? If I want somebody like of his caliber for the 6-point league?
No, but you really got to play it by ear, bro. I can't really give you much of an assessment on that. You're going to have to play that one out.
I'm afraid if I wait till the 4th on the way back, he'll be gone.
Yeah, maybe so. And if that's the case, I'm okay with that. I would play this game versus taking them too early, though. But the second round's not crazy. If it's Josh Allen, or Mahomes, if it's at the end of round 2, but like anything higher, then yeah, I'd rather play this game.
Okay, so you say get Achane over like a Harrison, but if Mahomes is there in the second for whatever reason, Bijan, Mahomes, and then pick up some of the best players.
I mean,
right?
I don't know. It depends. Like, how high is your pick? Because, like I said,
I'm at four slot.
So the end of the 4th or the end of the second, kind of. Yeah, I'm okay going a little bit early on Mahomes versus the 3rd round. Sure, yeah, and then you're probably getting a Cooper. You're probably getting a Cooper Kupp. So if you go Bijan, Mahomes, Cooper Kupp, you're crushing it. All right, bro.
Okay. Well, that was my question. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, later. All right, I'm out of here. Appreciate you all. Thank you all for the super chats. You guys absolutely rock. Supernovas are in full effect.
There are handfuls of Saturn, Mars, and Moon men, but only 8 can be supernovas. I give you the 8 best picks in fantasy football.
They are the 8 supernovas. They are the 8 supernovas. The hateful 8 supernovas. I'm looking at the 8 supernovas. The magnificent 8.
Liftoff of mission 41D. The first flight.
He's Kyron. He's 7 feet tall, and he knows how to handle a ball. He's Kyron. He can take frowns and turn them upside down with his touchdowns. Hi. What would you like? Footballs, please. Lots of footballs, please. Coming up. He's Marvin, he's 11 feet tall, and he loves to consume the football.
He's Kyler, he's 4 feet tall, but starving Marvin will answer the call. They're Kyler and Marvin.
Hey Chan. Hey Chan is the man. His haters call him small.
But he is 9 feet tall.
Is the man with the master plan. Scoring touchdowns when he can.
Hey Chan is the man.
Live Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday, and additionally live whenever big news breaks and live most midnights. And we'll maybe be back tonight. I'm not positive. Appreciate you all. Actually, don't go anywhere yet. Real quickly, 243 of you left in here. A lot of you guys know not to leave. You know not to leave. Ricky Pearsall. Shot in the chest. Walking around like it ain't no thing. Shot in the chest. Walking around like it ain't no thing. That's unreal. Prayers up. Walking around like it ain't no thing. Guy tried to take his watch. He didn't get his watch. Guy tried to unload one on him and ended up reversing the table. Like Pearsall. What a monster. All right, later. I'm out of here. Appreciate you.